4, 2026. It's 10 a.m. We're in the Polk County Regional Health Building, Suite A, Livingston. At this time, we are going to go ahead and call a meeting to order for the hearing, to start with the hearing. And we would like to, did anyone submit participation forms for the hearing? No, ma'am. Very well. And please turn off or mute all your cell phones. And we will start with Robert Murphy with First Baptist Church Providence, leading us in prayer.
Let's pray. Father, thank you for today. I just thank you for your presence always in our lives. And I thank you for your plan and your will, Lord. We don't understand sometimes, Lord, and we seek your guidance, Lord, and today we do that. Lord, I pray that you give these folks as they make decisions as servants of our community and leaders, Lord, that they would catch a glimpse of what your plan is and that we do the very best to bring you honor and glory ultimately, God. We just praise you and we thank you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we're going to start with the public hearing. Conduct a public hearing to receive public comment on the request to replat of Indian Hills Estate, Section 1, Block 2, Lots 3 through 6, as Lots 3 through 6A and 3 through 6B. No, at this time, the hearing has started at, what time is it at?
10:01.
At 10:01. A copy of the proposed plat is included for your review. The property owners have satisfied all notice requirements, including posting of the required signage and written notification to adjacent property owners. The replat divides an existing lot between the two adjoining landowners. Do you want to comment on this, Commissioner Dugos?
Well, I'm a motion to approve the replat.
Okay, that right now in public hearing, we will wait till we go into the meeting to do the motion.
Well, no other comments,
Yes, no other comments?
unless nobody's here for the hearing.
I don't see anybody. Okay, what time is it?
10:02.
Okay, 10:02, we'll close the hearing. Then item number 3 is consider the request to replat Indian Hills Estate Sections 1, Blocks 2, 3, 6, located in Precinct 2, Lots 3, 6A and 3, 6B. Now that we need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second. Commissioner Dudas, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Okay, do we have anyone that signed up for public comments for the regular meeting? No, ma'am. Very well. Informational reports. First of all, we have, all I have is a presentation. Okay, do we have any information reports from any elected officials? Nope. Okay. Item number 4, present the proclamation in recognition of Elder Abuse Prevention Month. June is nationally recognized as Elder Abuse Prevention Month, with June the 11th designated as World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. This raises awareness about abuse, neglect, and exploitation of older adults and encourages all of us to take action to protect our vulnerable elders. It is essential to increase awareness of the signs of elder abuse and to promote resources available to prevent and respond to such incidents. So by acknowledging this month, we reaffirm our commitment to ensuring that all older adults in our community live with dignity, respect, and security. Is there anyone here representing those organizations? Okay, we'll get that resolution to them. Okay, item number 5, receive a presentation from the Texas County and District Retirement System representative, Richard Ashcraft, account manager with the Texas County and District Retirement System. Hi, Richard. So he's going to present us with some plan modifications or potential plan modifications for consideration for the 2027 tax budget year. This was presented by TCDRS, and it shows the projected impact on employee retirement benefits at various tenure levels if we move the county match, if we reduce it from 250% to 200%.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank y'all for having me.
Go ahead.
Well, good morning. My name's Richard Ashcraft. I'm your account manager with TCDRS. Thank you so much for being a part of TCDRS. We're Texas County and District Retirement System. You have a very wonderful plan, and the good thing about TCDRS, of course, we're unique with the fact that each county and each district maintains its own plan. So you're the governing body for your retirement plan here with TCDRS. In that folder on the right side, you can see your current plan assessment for the upcoming year, your current benefits. Your employees are contributing 7%. Your current match is at 250%, $2.50 per each $1 at retirement for the employees. They earn that benefit and receive that once they become vested and then eligible to retire with one of those 3 eligibility rules. And then upon choosing to receive that benefit. One of the considerations from what I understand regarding some of the upcoming changes, just to let you know, currently you pay 14.54% elected rate to pre-fund those benefits, because always remember you're pre-funding those benefits throughout the careers of your employees. One of the things that I understand that you're considering is possibly changing the match, which of course you can do. You're currently at the highest right now at 250%. You have the opportunity to decrease that should you find the need to, anywhere from 100%, anywhere from 245% to down to 100%. I know one of the considerations is a 200% match. On the right side of your folder, you'll see a study that was created by our actuaries regarding the impact should you decide to lower the match from a 250% to a 200%. Mind you, our most common plan with TCDRS is employees contributing 7% with a 200% match. So that's a very sustainable retirement plan. The effects for employees, when you lower a match, the effects would be only future forward. You can never lower a benefit and make that retroactive. It can only be made effective future forward. Should you decide to decrease the match, it would be effective this coming year on any deposits and interest earned going future forward. The impact of that benefit would be more so from folks who are younger with a longer time to contribute to the plan. On page 2, you can see from your longest tenured employees, the effects would be very minimal because more of their retirement benefits going to be at the higher match. Okay, so if the match was lowered, the part of that account prior to any changes would be matched at that current 250. Any change moving forward would affect that balance. So the longer time someone has as a career with the county would have more effect. However, at a 200% match, a long-term career, the income replacement ratio is about 85% over a 30-year career with just the 200% match. With your rates, of course, that's going to drop your rates down to your required rate. Of course, again, currently your elected rate, that contribution you pay is a 14.54%, which is elected, which that stays until anything changes. If you were to reduce that match, of course, it would take your required rate down to a 10.61%. And again, if any plan changes were made, it would be effective. You would just need to let us know by December 15th of this year, and then it would be effective January 1 the following year. Each year, you can always look at your plan. You do have a plan history in that folder as well, going back all the way to 1968 when y'all started. And you can see, even from the beginning and over the years, you've increased your plan. And then, of course, any changes, you can see how that would affect as well. So if you were to change any part of your plan right now, whether it's employee contributions, whether it's the match, every year we can always go back, look and see how that's being, what that's doing to your budget, and then you can change it again. That's one of those things that's changeable each and every year. Do you have any questions so far?
I do not at the moment.
I think everybody needs to, we've been talking about it, and so they have received some of that information. We just wanted to make sure that if they had any questions for you, directly, then they could ask them. I think the advantage to this is compared to the health insurance is that you can modify it further down the road if you need to. But the impact is going to be mostly with our younger employees.
And then depending on what, do y'all also offer, do y'all offer an additional 457 plan of deferred compensation is what it's referred to? So that's another way that folks can, should you change your retirement plan, but regardless of what the plan is, that 457 is really important as well. But that gives opportunity as well for employees to take action with that as well.
Sounds good. Anyone have any questions, comments? Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You betcha.
Appreciate it.
You continue to stay in.
If you have
do
an
your
extra
workshop and
copy,
stuff.
could we keep it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, new business, your consent agenda. Agenda, you have addendums, several. Addendum number 1 in the amount of $63,693.17. Addendum number 2 in the amount of $28,570.04. Addendum number 3 in the amount of $3,196.24. Addendum number 4 in the amount of $929,447.16. Addendum number 5 in the amount of $37,910.63. Addendum number 6 in the amount of $152.77. Addendum number 7 in the amount of $175,222.28. And addendum number 8 in the amount of $464,272.43. Is there anything on the consent agenda that anybody wishes to put?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Commissioner Purvis, second Commissioner Cassidy. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, new business. Consider approval of personnel matters as follows. Personnel action form requests submitted by department heads since the last meeting and review of any authorized emergency hiring. All the PAFs, the preliminary listing of the PAFs was submitted in your packet, and there are no emergency hires at this time.
Approve.
Motion to approve, Commissioner Dubose, second Commissioner Robertson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 14B, payment of the FLSA time accrued by telecommunications operator Jennifer Norris. Per the sheriff's request included for your review, Jennifer Norris has acquired 93 hours of accrued FLSA time that will expire on June 11th. They're requesting 73 hours be paid at her hourly rate of $24.48, totaling $1,787.04.
So moved. Second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Items 14C, update to the Personnel Management System, Book 2, to replace Section 11.07 with a Computer and Information Security Policy. Our IT Director, Casey Lowry, requests the Commissioners Court consider adoption of an updated Computer and Information Security Policy, which was included for your review. This would be for the protection, use, and management of Polk County's information technology systems, networks, and data. Currently, clearly defined security policy is essential to protecting county resources, safeguarding sensitive data, and ensuring compliance with applicable state and federal requirements. The revised policy addresses several critical areas, including user access control and password standards, incident reporting requirements, annual cybersecurity and AI awareness training, and responsibilities of elected officials and department heads that are acceptable use of county equipment and networks, and data privacy and monitoring provisions. So this also formalizes the authority and responsibilities of the IT director as the chief information security officer. Casey, do you want to add anything?
No, ma'am, just, basically it's everything that we're already. It's basically everything that we're already doing. It's just making people more accountable for their actions, and it's more written. So just protecting the county as a whole.
Too many things with IT and with security. We're just through understanding, and this way she's putting it in writing.
Basically just protecting everybody.
Motion to approve from Commissioner
I'll second.
Dubus, second Commissioner Robertson. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Any questions? Motion carries. Item number 15, consider request for revisions and amendments to the budget as follows. Your FY 2026 budget revisions and amendments as presented by the County Auditor's Office. A copy of the proposed revision 2026 through 20 and amendments 2026-20A is included for your review. Need a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Commissioner
Second.
Robertson, second Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 16, consider approval of offers to purchase tax foreclosed properties as follows. Lots 243 and 244, section 22, Big Thicket Lake Estates, cause number T25-0039, which is located in precinct 4. It's included in your packet for your review. Big Sandy ISD has accepted this bid at their last school board meeting. Commissioner Cassidy?
I'm gonna recommend bid accepted.
Okay. Motion to accept, Commissioner Cassidy, second Commissioner Purvis. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 17, consider appointment of 3 Polk County elected officials to serve on the Deep East Texas Council of Governments, the DETCOG Board of Directors for the 2026-2027 term. This is an annually recurring item for the court's consideration. Currently myself, Commissioner Robertson, and Commissioner Cassidy serve on the DETCOG Board of Directors, and a copy of the designation form is included for your review. And so Commissioner Purvis, that leaves you. Congratulations.
I've already done it once.
Yeah, for 1 year. Yeah,
That was enough. Round.
you get another round. Anyone else want to nominate Commissioner Purvis?
Sure, I'll nominate.
Nomination, Commissioner Dubus.
I guess I'll second it.
Second, Commissioner Robertson. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Congratulations. Item number 18, review and consider any and all necessary action regarding results for rebid of crack fuel products as follows. The court authorized to rebid this item due to the price increase exceeding 25%, primarily driven by rising oil and gas cost. So during Commissioners Court meeting on May 26th, the court rejected the only bid received at the time, which was submitted by Cleveland Asphalt, and elected to re-advertise the project in an effort to obtain additional bids. Bids were due to be submitted to purchasing and procurement by June 15th. Procurement Coordinator Nicole Reeves received the bids, compiled a bid summary, and emailed that to the commissioners. So once again, only one bid was received, this time from Ergon Asphalt and Emulsions. Copy was included for your review.
I'll make a motion to accept it for precinct 4.
Okay, the pricing is in tons rather
Go
than
with it.
barrels.
She's on vacation.
with a maximum delivery of 25 tons. I don't know
The
what
bid I
the,
looked at was in barrels.
huh?
$690. $54.
Yeah, it's page 54 of your packet.
Table this and ask some questions. For some reason, I'm still looking at page 54, and it's per ton, and everybody else is per barrel.
Well, you only have one bid.
Yeah.
And now, certainly that's up to you all.
Well, I believe
Well, I
that's,
mean, but it's per ton for precinct 1,
Yeah.
for barrels for precinct 3.
2 and 4.
Same for 2, 3, and 4.
Well, I do think you definitely should table for clarification.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this table, I'll make the motion
Okay, motion to table,
for clarification.
Commissioner Robertson.
What?
Second, Commissioner
What happened to
Dubus.
the other bid?
Huh?
They didn't bid again,
I got tired of messing with it again, I don't know.
so they didn't bid again.
Okay. So table.
That's what I have. I have a motion to table.
Oh, I thought you seconded, I second.
I have a second.
Oh,
I'm just making sure we're ready to move on.
Fine, I just, thought when I looked at mine, it said barrels, I just checked. Okay.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, number 19, consider any and all necessary action relating to expenditures for maintenance capital outlay buildings as follows. Grady has requested that we delete item A, which was the DP floor care and interior proposal. I need a motion to delete A.
Motion to delete.
Commissioner Dubus. I need a second.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, 19B, replacement of air conditioning unit at the annex building not to exceed $11,990. The HVAC unit serving the Polk County Annex building is in need of replacement. The maintenance department has solicited quotes from 3 vendors and is recommending the proposal from Ferrara's Heating and Air Conditioning at $11,606. While not the lowest quote received, maintenance has determined that the product proposed by Ferrara's better meets the department's needs. Quotes were also received from Dillon Air Conditioning and Heating LLC in the amount of $11,360.35, and All Weather AC and Heating at $11,990, and all proposals are included for your review. Grady is available if y'all have any questions.
so moved.
Motion, Commissioner Cassidy.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Purvis. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number 20, consider any and all necessary action related to the purchase of Eventide 911 voice recorder system for the sheriff's office to include method of funding. By letter dated June 5th, which was included for your review, the DEDCOG Regional 911 Network Director, Charles Zeta Malone, notified the Polk County Sheriff's Office that replacement of the Sheriff's Office 911 voice recorder system is included in the DEDCOG FY 2025 Strategic Plan for 911 Service Delivery. DEDCOG has reviewed and approved a quote submitted by Vistacom and will reimburse the county up to $30,000 upon completion. So the county's portion of the total project cost is $29,987. To receive reimbursement, the system must be fully installed by August 31st. And the reimbursement request with all supporting documentation must be submitted to DebtCog no later than September 30th. We have not received any further information on how do you want us to fund this? What's your proposal for funding, Sheriff?
I've got lots on that. Looking to the court to see how where it gets best funding to help
Okay.
purchase.
Well, they gonna pay us back, aren't they?
Only
No.
the $30,000 worth.
Only 30,000. So, and it
Okay, so the
was,
whole thing's 50.
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
We'll be responsible for the
yeah,
20.
we're responsible for the 29,000 plus. And it's, we passed the deadline for capital projections, so we could not include it on there. So the court needs to decide how you wish to move forward. We do
Take it
not,
out of fund balance.
that's where it's gonna have to come from.
I'll second.
Mhm.
I'll second that.
Okay, Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Dugos, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, just need to be cautious about that with the fund balance. Okay, 21, consider approval of memorandum of understanding with Texas Legal Services Center for the Texas Law Help Kiosk to be located at the Polk County Judicial Center. Texas Legal Services Center operates a statewide network of Texas Law Help kiosks, providing public access to online court participation, legal information, legal referrals, and related support services. Casey Lowry has received the proposed MOU included for your review and requests Commissioners Court consideration of approval to place one kiosk at the Polk County Judicial Center. The kiosk program is funded through the Texas Access to Legal Justice Foundation, which originated as a virtual court access project during the pandemic and has since expanded into a comprehensive legal resource network. It currently operates 44 kiosks across 32 counties with services available in 3 languages. The sites can include county courthouses, libraries, homeless shelters, and other community hubs statewide. TLC will provide all the equipment at no cost to the county, including the computer, printer, scanner, desk, chair, headset, privacy panels, and outreach material, and also technical support. On the county side, we agreed to provide adequate space, power, and stable unfiltered internet access for the kiosk. Along with it, we will designate a contact person. The kiosk equipment may not be used as a general staff workstation. Reliability, each party is responsible for its own acts and omissions, and TLC retains ownership of the equipment. An MOU takes effect upon execution and continues for at least 1 year with the option to extend by mutual agreement. Either party can terminate within 15 days. All the kiosk equipment is provided and maintained by TLSC, and the county's obligations are limited to providing the space, the power, and the internet connectivity. You have anything you want to add to that?
Unless there's any questions, I don't know if I have questions.
Basically, this is a law library. This is a law library that is provided to the public, to employees, to whoever needs to use it. And all we are agreeing to is providing the space, the internet connectivity, and the power, or whatever, so that people can utilize it.
Do we have the space for it?
Yeah, judicial.
Yes.
And they'll, if there's any maintenance or any having to work on something,
They
they'll,
don't want us touching.
They don't want us touching their equipment, that's their equipment.
that's good. Need a motion?
Yes.
I make a motion.
Mr. Robertson, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number 22, consider approval of 5-year agreement with NeoGov for applicant insight and onboard modules. We approve moving forward with NeoGov insight and onboard services at the June 9th meeting, directing staff to implement both programs beginning July 1st. The county is purchasing through Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing contract number 030425-PDMS, which meets the county's competitive procurement requirement. The order form and agreement included for your review cover 2 online software modules: Insight, which is the applicant tracking, and Onboard, which is for new employee onboarding, over a 51-month term, which will be July 1 through September 30th of 2030. So the year 1 cost is $9,809.25, which includes setup fees, and the total contract for the full 4 to 5 year period is $112,386.45, which will be billed once a year with the payment due within 30 years. Legal counsel has reviewed and approved the agreement, and everything protects the county budget's flexibility. If they are not approved for a future year, then the county can cancel the remaining term at no cost with 30 days written notice. Motion.
This is the same thing we talked about the other day with James, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is exactly the same thing. Now we're just approving the contract.
We
It's been
approved it
reviewed.
the other day. We didn't approve it the other day.
We approved moving forward, but we didn't have the total amounts, the total numbers.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now the budget workshop. Number 23. Consider any and all necessary action related to the employee health coverage, major medical. We had anticipated that we might have to have a special session on Friday, June 26th. We need to cancel that. We heard from both of the vendors, both of the other options, and they stated that that does not provide them with enough time for them to do an in-depth review of our insurance information. And so they recommend that we do RFP or RFQ for a broker because of the timing, and that we take our time and then let them take a really in-depth look at it. James, you want to add to that?
Not really. I think I've talked to everybody at a different time about this, but very simply, if we want to get a good quote on possible health insurance, they really need an uninterrupted 90 days. So the recommendation I would suggest is that we move forward with TAC, because we know what insurance we're going to get. We also know the price. Okay, it's not where we want to be. If we want to do something about pricing, then we need to meet, it needs to be brought up back in, again in November, so that we can then go through the RFP process. Just as the judge was saying, we can get a broker, designate who that's going to be, and send them out to get those quotes and give them enough time. Right now, neither of the two have time to argue one-off claims. So we have, in our last 24 months, we have an event that cost over $1 million. But it is an event that is the first one we've had ever in the county. They don't have enough time to argue with Blue Cross Blue Shield or Humana to say, you really can't hold that $1 million claim against us. So that's what they're asking for, and that's my recommendation. We know what we get with TAC. Yes, it's not at the price point that we want it to be, but we will not have a good quote or a viable product at the current time. We won't be ready.
Thanks, James. I think one of the things that the court needs to think about, they need 90 days. And so is this something that potentially should be placed on, say, the first agenda in January, so that the new court can make a decision on how to move forward, because that still gives you 90 days, or do you want to move forward? I just need to know how you wish to proceed.
Well, Mr. James won't go ahead and move forward right now with TAC, but then come.
Oh, we have to.
Yeah,
move
have
forward
to, and
with
in
that.
January, move forward with, or November, whichever one he recommended, move
Yeah, it'd be-
forward with.
But
start
James
shopping.
recommend when we need to start.
Yeah,
And
Maybe we
I'm
need to
fine
go
with
out
that.
for the RFIs or
RFP, RFQ.
RFPs, RFIs in November or December where they'll be here in January. I mean, we don't need to wait.
And I'm fine
But I
with
don't know if
that.
we need to wait till January to start this process.
Well, and
I think we need to.
again, that comes up to, the more time we give them, the better quote we're gonna get.
Yeah.
So, and that's all up to you, is when the court wants to start that process.
Maybe we go out for the RFIs before, where we have them back in January for the first,
Yes, sir.
the new court. I don't know. That's,
That's fine
again,
by me. I just need to know how the court wants to proceed.
What if we had asked for them back in December, that way if there was some kind of hiccup or anything, we would have the leeway then until January. Does that make sense that we
Yeah, well,
Ask
the
for-
whole idea is they need 90 days.
yeah.
And so if we go out in November, if we tell
We
them,
went out in October, wouldn't it?
well, basically, so that we all kind of are thinking about it in the same goal.
Uh-huh.
There's gonna be an RFP process to decide who our broker's gonna be.
that's right.
Okay.
We want that in place. That broker has been decided, they're already on the ground come January 1. Then they have 90 days
From there.
and they can make it work. Both of the brokers we're working with said if they had known in December that they were gonna be our official broker, they could have started January 1 and they would have had a quote to us mid to late June. And we would know exactly where we are, and it could go into effect for October 1. So that's the only thing I'm asking the court, is that we give whichever broker we go with in the future, we give them the time to be able to do what we're asking them to do.
Okay, so
Makes sense.
November 1, we should go out for RFP, RFQs,
Yes, ma'am.
and then select.
So that they know who it is, January 1, and they can go to work for us.
Okay, very well.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go ahead and put the request for November 1 as a action item, so we have it documented.
so moved.
Commissioner Cassidy,
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 24. Oops,
I'm sorry, so just to make sure, we are also approving to renew our current plan for tax.
Yes.
yes, all at the same time.
We did, thank you.
Do you want me to split those out for minutes? Okay, let's split those out. So to stay with TAC for now, I need a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
Commissioner Cassidy, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number 24, discuss and consider changes to the 2027 plan options and contribution rate for Texas County and District Retirement System. A copy of our 2027 plan assessment is included for your review. With our current plan options, which were referenced as well in your presentation, our required contribution rate for 2027 is 12.56%. In prior years, what the court has elected to do is to contribute a rate higher than the minimum contribution rate, which is currently we are contributing at 14.54, which helps the county build reserves that will withstand any negative events, any changes that might occur in investment years, or slower payroll growth. So those are some of the things that we can consider if we want to reduce that. So we are currently at 14.54, which is to protect our retirement program. And that contribution comes out to $2,712,102.13. If we bring it down, if we reduce it to the minimum or the required contribution rate, which would be 12.56, then that's $2,342,778.73. So if we choose to reduce the county match from 250% to 200%, then the required contribution rate drops. And that rate drop would be to 10.13%, which equals $1,889,518.20. So this is not a decision that we have to make right this instant, but we need for you all to review the presentation that was given to you and take a look at those numbers, and decide how we wish to
Just
proceed.
make sure I understand this. This is not anyone that's working now, they're not grandfathered in. They still gonna go down to 200% instead of
Correct.
250?
Correct.
Okay.
You cannot touch anything that they already contributed,
Right,
okay?
okay.
But from this
Yeah.
point forward, everybody
Okay.
would go to the 200% match. You cannot pick and choose between employees. Now, we
I
don't-
thought that, but I just wanted to make certain.
Yes. No, and we have always, because so much of the retirement is based on investments and trends that are happening, then what we have done is, and this was one of the things that we worked really hard on, because our retirement really, our health insurance and our retirement, if we weren't careful, we're completely gonna go away for everybody, okay, with our health insurance. So this is one of the areas that we worked really hard on to stabilize our retirement and to stabilize our health insurance. So our health insurance is completely stabilized with the way we have it. Now we just have to decide who the vendor is going to be. Whether or not we continue to make the additional contribution is up to the court. And of course, the contribution, any additional contribution that we make is going to be based on whatever the minimum requirement is. So if we move it from 250% to 200%, then the minimum requirement goes to 10.13%. If we stay at the 250%, our minimum requirement is 12.56%. And then we can decide whether or not we want to stabilize that further. But that's just food for thought, because we do need to know that. This will give you some time to look at it and review the information. Any questions on that? Any other questions? Bill's been through this. Okay. Number 25, discuss the FY 2027 budget development. We have not received all the information yet from the market, and so we will have a more solid information to provide in terms of amounts. So part of it is that I think that part of what we need to look at that will affect the bottom line in terms of what we can do in terms of following the market study and doing the raises is looking at which departments that have submitted requests for additional full-time positions, which ones need to be left in there. At the last court, everybody basically agreed that we preferred that the emphasis be on raises for everybody and not adding personnel. So there are 3 offices that I do think need additional personnel because they've needed them for several years, but it's kind of been like marginal. So one is the county treasurer, an office manager. She has had some significant and sustained increases in workload in recent years, basically driven by the growth in direct deposit activity from grants, the state comptroller payments, credit card transactions, new revenue programs, including e-files, Research Texas, filing fees, and e-bonds, and then an increased volume of receipts requiring scanning and a greater number of report checks to be processed and mailed. At this time, she has 3 staff members in there, including herself. And now we've added the IEH Public Facility Corporation bank accounts to that as well. And so I am recommends that the board consider adding an office manager to that office because the trend shows the increased workload that has occurred over the last few years. And now we know that we've added the IAH information to it. And the IAH, we still have, as you all will recall, we negotiated a 5-year contract with them. And it's been up for renewal now with the federal government for 18 months. So the federal government works a little smoothly. Okay, the other one we're recommending, or that I'm recommending, is the Justice of the Peace Precinct 3 receptionist. The JP3 has experienced also a significant increase in workload, particularly in the volume of defendant phone calls, mail, and in-person interactions resulting from higher citation volume. And we recommend that we include one receptionist position in there to alleviate the load that is occurring in JP3. The other one is JP4. We received, last year we discussed it at length, and then again this year we discussed it at length, and supporting documentation provided by the court reflects that workload has grown substantially and now exceeds that of all the other JP offices. So JP4 currently operates with the same number of staff as JP1 and 2. Though it should be noted that the bond condition supervisor in precinct 2 provides support for all costs. So the original intent that Jamie presented last year was having 2 of her clerks manage separate areas so that she would have a civil clerk and then she would have her misdemeanor clerk. So that's the recommendation so far, is that we have those 3 positions added. At this time, Aging Services have requested also additional 2 full-time positions. We don't have the documentation, and that is pending. So that's just for you all to think about, to consider as we move forward. The more you have to keep in mind that the same money that goes to fund new positions is the same money that's available for raises. So if we start adding a whole bunch of positions, then the money available for raises goes down. So keep that in mind. That's part of why we're trying to minimize the number of new positions as requested during our last 2 commissioners' court. Any questions on that? Okay. 27, discuss salaries, expenses, and allowances of elected officials for FY 2027. To set the pay for it, the board we use the Texas Association of Counties Salary Survey as the main reference tool. It's published every 2 years and covers total compensation, including salary, vehicle allowances, and other expenses, so that you can make a fair comparison. So last year, we compared Polk County to 6 similar counties, which was Cherokee, Rusk, Nacogdoches, Angelina, Navarro, and Kerr County. And the survey showed that the following compensation ranges with Polk County's position. So Justice of the Peace, within our survey, was the lowest paid was Cherokee County with $52,684, and the highest was Navarro County with $73,501. Polk County was at $61,995, which was near the middle of the group. Commissioners, the lowest paid was Cherokee County, $62,829, to Rusk, $86,083. Polk County was at $77,043, which was above the middle of the group. The tax assessor collector, $62,829 to $81,392. Polk County at that time was at $56,995, which was below every single county. The sheriff at that time, the range was from 68,683 to 125,929. Polk County was at 67,043, which was near the low end of the range. District clerk, the county clerk, the treasurer, all of them, the range was from 62,829 to 81,296, and Polk County was below every peer county at 56,995. The county judge, the range was from 79,483 to 89,473. Polk County was at 85,759, which was within the peer range. So at that time, we deemed that the offices that needed the most attention were the countywide offices that were not even included in their peer group at all. So the district clerk, the county clerk, the tax assessor collector, and the treasurer were paid less than all 6 of those peer counties. And the sheriff was also below most of those peers. So what we did was we moved forward and we raised salaries to reflect the current structure. We took the district clerk, the county clerk, tax assessor, collector, and treasurer to 65, the JPs to 59, the sheriff to 80. This was in 2025. Constables to 45 from 25, 24, something. 22. 22.5. So we took them to 45. Commissioners to 65, county judge to 73, and then you have the vehicle allowance for us that went kind of up and down. The sheriff was assigned a vehicle instead of his own vehicle. All of it was leveled out as much as we possibly could. So if you look at, did everybody get one of these, Carrie?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't. Go back.
That's okay. So if you look at the sheet she's gonna give you, you're gonna see that for FY 2025, we moved people up. FY 2026, we moved them up again so that we had as equitable as we could get for the compensation. And so in a minute, we'll go through it, but I'll, while you all can look at it, because it is for the public view also. So what happened in 2026 is the county judge went to 93 with a vehicle allowance. The commissioners went to 85,000 with a vehicle allowance. We took the district clerk, the county clerk, the treasurer, and the tax assessor collector to 70, and they have no vehicle allowance and they have no vehicle. We took the sheriff to 85,000 with a vehicle. We took the JPs to 67,000 and we provide them with a vehicle. And we took the constables to 46,500 and they have vehicles provided. We've also provided the court with the obligations per statute. Look at them, you can see the comparison. You go from FY 2024, FY 2025 to FY 2026. So then you have an explanation by statute of what the responsibilities are. So the other thing I did was I took those numbers and said, okay, how does this break down? Because you have some elected officials that are responsible for countywide. The commissioners all in an interesting situation because you're elected by the precinct, but you have countywide obligations or responsibilities. So if you take that and you break it down, then The breakdown would be, if there are 54,000 residents in Polk County, well then, the payment to the judge is $1.72 per person. County court at law judge is determined by the state. We don't get to discuss that. The state tells us how much he gets paid. The breakdown countywide for the district clerk is $1.29 per resident, which is the same for the county clerk, the treasurer, the tax assessor, collector. The sheriff's breakdown is $1.57 per resident, plus a vehicle. The JPs per voter, if they have 1/4 of the voters, then their payment is $4.96 per resident in their precinct, plus a vehicle. Constables would be $3.44 per resident, plus a vehicle. And then I took the commissioners. If you take the commissioners, and they get $6.29, right, per resident in their precinct, but you take out $1.57 because they make the same amount of money as the sheriff, then their total per resident would be $4.72. So that's the breakdown. So at this time, if there's any discussion on that, because it has to be published. That breakdown has to be published. For the total pay rate. I'm not recommending any changes for elected officials because we have elected officials paid stabilized. It's stable. Any questions, comments?
I don't have no questions. Motion to adjourn.
Well, first you have to tell me what to do. We're moving forward with this, as is?
Oh, no, sir.
No recommended changes?
No, I'm not recommending.
For elected officials.
For elected officials. We have to do that because elected officials have to be published. Okay, so no changes. Commissioner Purvis? Are you a second, Commissioner Cassidy? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Commissioner Purvis? Commissioner
Motion to
Cassidy?
adjourn. Second.
What time is it, Madam Clerk?
10:58.
Thank you.